Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you midday money on a Thursday, the 10th of November. Welcome on in, winning free picks, max wager people. Maybe tomorrow I'll add the P&P group. Sometimes I do it Saturday mornings because I know they don't have anything on our channels, but I really would prefer everybody to just be here every day. But I know it's not the case because it's not as fun betting Thursday college hoops as opposed to Saturday college football or Sunday NFL. Those shows do good on my views. Anyway, let's grab ring the bell here. BetMGM, where you go for your risk-free bet up to $8,000. If you haven't already, use the BetMGM. There's a little logo up there for you. And let's get right to it. Morning Wood up next with Allie and Lenny. And let me tell you, Tim, so I get the email. I got to do rapid fire college football today. And it's usually like I don't get to pick the games. They pick the games because they do. Yet to hear anything. It is noon, and we have a show at in 3 hours. I've yet to be informed of what games I'm doing.
Fascinating. Normally, Lenny should text you.
Right, and because listen, when we do these shows on P&P Power Hour, whether it be rapid, I get NFL sometimes and college football. Now, if it's me picking them, is it going to be games I have up on the site? Probably not. I'll be like, hey, I got, go get this one. I always try to give the games out, whether it's my side or a game I didn't bet, but I need a little leeway. I get it. It's Thursday. I have my packages up for Saturday college football already. And I'll add, not that I don't have games up for NFL. I just have to add the 1 o'clock game, whatever. I break them down to 3-pack, moneymaker, whatever. But give me a little heads up here. Come on. I want to try to help you win. Anyway, college basketball. Let's get right to 2-6. We drop our play yesterday, and out of the gate, not good. 13-20 out of the gate. And we were just talking off the air. I told Tim, I said, I'll talk about it in the show here. We're talking about the Townsend and UMass game. He's like, Townsend got a couple guys out. I was like, well, I got a bad number. I'm laying 1 on the sites, and here it is, 2.5. And I've said this before for college. Now I like. Yes, returning coaches, 4 or 5 starters back, guard play, stuff like that. Teams, fishy lines like, Bellarmine yesterday, 12 down to an 8, they went out, right? That kind of thing, yes. But also, like, a team like Townsend, I think they're going to win their conference, Southern Illinois up next at an 8. I think they're maybe like the 2 or 3 team on Missouri Valley. Give me some Saluki. So, okay, we're 13-20. That's not good. We're down a few units. I get it. But I'm going to stick to what I do. I've never had a losing November, December in college basketball on the sites for well over a decade. Not going to start now. We'll have a nice little run. But there's that. We win, we lose. I can't. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Sometimes you start out hot. Sometimes you're grasping, trying to get out of the water. Here we go. Townsend, Southern Illinois, Riverside. So Riverside under, I should say. Also, I like Marymount there. Believe it or not, minus the 5. I grabbed them last night. Riverside let us down opening night, but this spot, other way. So there are college basketball numbers again. Last year in the show, 255, 207. I did not have a money total on that, but I know for sure we had some money lines in there, so it's a profitable season. NFL 27-24 plus $90 in the video. Side today, I get, would I lean? I don't know where I'd lean with this game. Carolina money line. Believe it or not, maybe an over. I know it's prime times unders and unders. You don't got to tell me about taking unders for the season. I'm 81% my NFL totals this year, 21-5. But this one here, I get PJ Walker quarterbacking. Baker's on the bench. He's going to be chucking all over the place. He's trying to impress who's ever the new coach coming in. So they don't let him go. He's been a backup over there for years. And Atlanta, bad defense, decent offense. again, I know people are going to have a side or total on this. And coming from a guy who's bet 105, 107 games, what am I, 70 and 37? I'm not betting this game. I got anytime touchdown here. Patterson and Moore. That's it. I'll take plus money on two guys who, again, Cordell, if you want to grab a prop for him, I think his rushing prop's like 50 and a half. Sure. He's in there. He gets the ball. How, Mariota anytime touchdown, maybe he takes off. But Patterson, Moore for me. Sidewise, total wise, not interested. And I know people get upset like that. I'll get messages on Twitter from me. I got your package. You don't got a game today in this. Folks, I mean, do not shy away from betting a game. Find somebody better. Find somebody with over 100 games in NFL this year, hitting almost 70%, 67%. You don't have to bet it because it's a Thursday night game between two dumb teams. And sadly, who knows? I mean, the Falcons might be a playoff team. I don't. No, thank you. College football, 39-28 plus $9 in the video. Excellent there. We're going to lean towards Memphis here. And also, the over in their games have gone 8-1 of late with Memphis. But I believe we got a little quarterback issue on the other side of the ball. Again, I don't like the 6.5. I see 6.5. I think doggy outrights, but I'll leave Memphis here. Not betting. This game will not be reflected in the total or in the record here because it's just a lean. I'm just throwing it out there because people are going to ask about it. And I'll put it up here so I can just click it up. NBA 9-6, 265. Again, with these NBA games today, who do we got? Like, what am I running a bet here in NBA tonight? I thought about.
I bet one player in the NBA. I took the Wizards.
I was gonna say you probably got the Wizards, the little home dog there, right?
That's all I got.
And as I said yesterday, I think we talked about betting the NBA. I'm gonna pull up the records here real fast for the standings of the NBA. It's just where's the NBA standings? And forget about the betting standpoint of this.
Oh, you want the teams?
I got them in front of me.
Okay.
Everybody's like, well, high on the Sixers, right? Sixers team. Well, they're 5-6. All right, Milwaukee's 10-1 rolling. Miami 4-7, right? Well, big playoff team. Miami's pretty good. Now Atlanta 10-3. Who had Atlanta 10-3 and Portland 8-3?
Utah's 10-3.
Utah. What did I say? Atlanta.
You said Atlanta.
Yep. Sorry, that was. Excuse me. Yeah, Utah 10-3, Portland 8-3. Who had them doing that right? Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota, they got a good trade. Yeah, well, they're 5-7.
How about the Warriors that are 4-7?
Warriors for 7. Now 2-9 Lakers. Okay,
no, that's not a surprise.
2-9 might be a little surprising. I didn't think they'd be 2-9. Look at it. They played a kind of tough schedule though. Look at who they played. It's not like they're playing garbage teams, right? They've lost the teams. I mean, you lose to the Jazz. Dude, the Jazz got 10 wins, so it's not like that's a fluke loss. Go through
Warriors.
All right.
Clippers.
All right.
Portland.
Okay.
Denver.
Okay.
Minnesota.
All right. 5-7.
They beat Denver.
All right.
They beat the Pelicans.
Okay.
And then back to the losing ways. Utah, Cleveland, Utah, Clippers.
So, I mean, it's not you know what I'm saying? It's not like they're losing. Okay, Golden State's 4-7. Opening night. Again, look at these records. Everybody loves the Mavericks 6-4. I'm just saying NBA, and you can just look at the records like that doesn't mean much. Well, when you're laying points with teams, it means a lot because the perception beginning of the year was Utah's going to be trash. People still like the Lakers for whatever reason. It's Golden State. Here we go. Miami. These teams all have losing records.
Yep.
And I don't mind betting a handful of games. 9-6 in the video. Hey, not a lot of games. You know what? On the season, on the sites, I'm 7-4. I'll take 7-4 early in a year like this where I don't know what the Lakers are. ATS. Should I fade them all 11 games? Something I like to do. Golden State Warriors, something I like to do fading. Who knows how they are with 11 wins and 15 losses, with 16 losses between them. Maybe I'd be great. Who knows? Maybe I'd be 17-7 fading them. But I'm not running a bet NBA. I'm still not. You shouldn't either.
Here,
NBA is an
I'm pulling up
in-game.
the spreads for you.
I'm gonna say NBA is an in-game kind of thing. I think
If you faded the Lakers and the Warriors every single game, obviously you would have to choose one or the other for the first game.
Yeah, 17 and 5.
5 and 17.
I was gonna say, what are we like? 17 and 5?
Sorry, that's the Lakers. So yeah, you'd be 17 and 5.
Actually, what 17 and 7? I was off for 2 games. I mean, like, seriously,
they're the two. They're the Lakers are worst ATS this year, 18%. Warriors are 27%. The only team sandwiched in between them is Miami.
Yeah, and that's another team
Best
people
team
thought would
against
be
the
good.
spread in terms of percentage.
Oh, it's got to be Utah because they're
Milwaukee, Portland, and Utah.
All right,
Milwaukee and Portland 81%. Utah is 76%, but Utah is 10-3, 9-2 for the other two.
Well, I mean, Milwaukee, shocking Milwaukee there at 10-1 because we know Milwaukee can be good, but most time
Milwaukee be good, but 10-1 that's pretty
not
solid.
because ATS
I
wise,
think for them to win the championship, so that's fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I'm talking ATS wise. Expect them to be 9-2 when you're laying double digits most of the time, or big, heavier numbers. It's not like they're laying 3s and 4s. Are they? I mean,
the first game they laid. They were 4.5-point dogs.
That's because they were missing some guys against.
Houston 13-point dog for 13-point favorite covered. Brooklyn 3, Knicks 6, 5.5 for Atlanta. They didn't cover as 13-point favorites against Detroit. Second game against Detroit is 11.5. They blew them out. 2-point favorite, 5.5-point favorite. They lost outright as a 5.5-point favorite. And then yesterday was a fluky one where they are a 1-point favorite at close against Oklahoma City because no Giannis.
They were a 1-point favorite with no Giannis?
Yeah, you're damn right. I was on them last night. It went from 7 all the way down to 2. I got them at a 2. It got close to 1. Never in doubt. Totally didn't take getting into a double overtime. The first overtime ended with SGA hitting a 3-pointer to put the Thunder up 1 point with 0.6 seconds. Milwaukee inbounds it, gets fouled, makes 1 out of 2 free throws, goes to double overtime, and they win by 4.
Oh, my goodness.
Never in doubt.
No NBA. No, thank you.
Hey, all I can say is NBA has been good to me this year.
I'll take it. Listen, I'm 7-4 NBA. I'm happy 7-4 NBA. That's a good start to the season for me.
Yeah, I'm sitting.
That's a lot of games for a month in NBA for me, considering how I do college and NFL.
I mean, I don't hold back. You know, I don't hold back. 68 and 59, up 15.
Yeesh, that's good.
So I'm doing well. I'm liking NBA so far.
I get it.
Yep.
Hockey, nothing on the ice today. Although, believe it or not, I did kind of like Columbus here. I mean, they're favored. I know they've been terrible, 3-9 themselves. Speaking of bad records, thought about an over maybe 6.5. No play. 4-5 in the video. 21-19 plus 582 on the season. Again, I'm more of a dog puck line kind of guy. But that's it. That's what I got for going on today. If you're interested, and of course they're all on Twitter. Mr. Sean Higgs, you want to come give me a follow? Why wouldn't you? Come over, say hello. Anyway, all right, let's get down to some comments here. Start it up. See how everybody's doing here. Already hit the like button. Here we go. King D, Maris pulled it out there by 4 over American. Good win. I forgot to mention that when I was doing the college recap at the beginning there. First like for Kevin. I appreciate the first like. I appreciate all the likes. And the likes are great, but I mean, if you're even after the fact, I understand you're going to come in and we say hit the like button. I don't know. I prefer a comment so I know you're out there like, oh, again with this, this game, you stunk, you lost. I mean, I don't know. I'm more of I need some feedback so I know you're out there, I guess. Ryan's in the house. Hello.
Get to school.
This guy, why isn't he in school?
I think it might be lunchtime. Go back to school.
Breaking Vegas in the house. Hello, Tim or Nick. It's the same guy. It's Tick. You could call him Tick or Nim. Good to see you, Breaking Vegas. Nathan, so you like the Horns? Is this college football or college basketball? I don't even know.
Basketball,
It,
and they're 36
there is a
point
basketball there.
favorites against a no-named.
Hold on, I got to sneeze. I'm coming out.
Yep, against Houston Christian. They're a 36-point favorite against Houston Christian. Is Houston Christian a Division I school, actually?
I don't know. It's a big rivalry game here, apparently, in Houston.
Oh, shoot, they are. Holy, they are.
They're SWAC, probably.
Southland.
Southland, all right. I think I told you, I think the Southland plays their conference tournament down by me here.
I didn't even realize that was a conference.
Southland, yeah.
What am I missing in that one? What are the big teams in that one again?
The big teams in the Southland? I don't want to say it's not the Austin PA one. It's Incarnate Wood, New Orleans, Northwestern State.
Oh, okay, Incarnate. Okay, I got it. Okay, yep. All right, cool.
So I saw the Texas. I'm thinking, oh, he's talking, TCU. Now,
nope.
Everyone, right? The big comparison, like 2 weeks ago before the Georgia game, was like, wow, Tennessee's like LSU last when they won it all. Look at the numbers between Hooker and Burrow, similar type numbers. How about if we throw out a little TCU LSU comparison? I mean, because this team just kind of wins all over the place. Like, I mean, they're not as sexy as the Burrow team, right? Because it's not Joe Burrow. You got guys, quarterback in here, Duggan, whoever they throw in there. It's just I sort of want to take TCU. I didn't bet this game.
I'm already on Texas.
And
why is the number 4 team in the nation a 7-point dog?
Exactly, but let's go
Give me Texas.
by that.
Texas in a rout.
And I like to. I've said before. I had Texas the other day, and this is
I'm not
a team
a Texas
that could be.
Person. I'm not high on Texas.
This team could be undefeated, right? I mean, look at the losses. You had that crazy one, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech overtime, the Bama game, which was a win for them, and the way TCU is played, look at these close games. I mean, you'd think they get picked off in one of them after the way things went, right?
Yeah, it'll be this week, and then they'll lose to Texas by 25, and
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you put up 55 on, SMU 42, Oklahoma 55. Then you go laying a touchdown, Kansas. You end up with a push there. Then you're like, wow, maybe it's a little flat spot. You just played 3 tough games. OT winner, Oklahoma State. No way to beat Kansas State laying 3.5 on the road. Kansas State's pretty tough, or at home rather. Letdown spot. No, they win that by 10. Let's go on the road, West Virginia, win that by 10. Let's go Texas Tech, Robert, win that by. I mean, they're like. Not only are they like 9 lives winning, they are a covering machine. They lost. Oklahoma State's the only one they lost to, not covered.
Still, at that point, why are they a 7-point dog?
Listen, I like Texas. I thought Texas.
We're already locked in Texas -7.
Yeah, so Texas can be 10-0. Technically, are they a top? I mean, could you make arguments they're a top 10 team? I mean, they're pretty good.
I would never make arguments that they're a top 10 team, but
if they win, because they got the record. The record is what if those people are like, oh well, they got 3 losses. I mean, think about how sometimes teams lose games. Sometimes
I don't know.
Like the LSU. I mean, you lost Florida State, and I came in on Florida State. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take Florida State 6.5, 7 here. They were beating the doors off LSU and took the 4th quarter off. LSU. How about LSU? Like whipped Ole Miss, right? We'll talk about that game. I'm sure someone will bring up Ole Miss. 12-point dogs to Bama. They're 8-1, right? People thinking, oh, Ole Miss is good. Well, the only time they played a top 20 team, they lost by like 25 to LSU. Where Bama took them to overtime. These guys lose 25. I was going to play first half under Falcons. I don't play anymore. You want to do listen, Markel, I know you want to spark a fatty and relax, watch a game. I get it, but I'm not running bet that game. Why? Notre Dame, Radford College basketball. What's this number? But Notre Dame, Radford. So it's 18.5. It's opened at a 20 spot, by the way. So it's come down a little bit. No, thank you. Quinnipiac line's 11.5 now. Oh, Quinny. Yeah, I got Quinny myself here against Stonehill. Profit boost on Patterson anytime TD. That's a loser. Here we go. I see these profit boosts. You know what's going to happen? He's going to run the ball. He'll be out in like the second quarter injured. Oh, Patterson's on the sideline. That's not a good look here for the Falcons. We got to get Pitts more involved, and Mariota's got to look to, profit boost comes on. Loser. Appalachian State over the 137. Where is Appalachian State here against who do they got? Charleston Southern? What is this, 137? This was a 142 opener.
No, they got NC Central. Charleston Southern's got Ohio State.
Yep. Nope. I'm looking up to down. I didn't know which side I was on here. Yep. Yes, 40. Yeah, 641, 642 here. You're correct. What is this, 137? All right. I mean, I got it at a 135. So I don't know. You want to go over? Go over. Michael's in the house. Penn State over the 135. I got a 132.5 and a 133.5 on that, Richie. So I'll go over. Sure. Kansas spread. Jayhawks laying today, right? What are they? 20. Well, they were 23. I don't know what they're at right now.
24 against North Dakota or North Dakota State. I don't remember which one.
North Dakota State. I mean, I did not bet Colgate. Did I bet Colgate? No. I got the under Colgate, 151.5. I had Colgate the other day. I should have pulled the trigger because this is, again, when I talk about something like Townsend or Southern Illinois or my smaller schools that I kind of like to win their conferences, I expect them to do good. So, of course, I'm not going to play them today, Richie, which means Colgate's going by double digits. So, good win for you there. Dave, how are you? Like, first half game Mavericks. Well, I don't really like that. And our guy Tim is already on the Wizards in that game.
But Dallas covers the first half a lot, so I understand you're coming with that one.
This game here, the Townsend line has moved, but there are guys out, Michael. Tim informed me we got some guys out for Townsend. Philly money line in the NBA. Hawks third in 4 nights. Back-to-back. Philly's a huge rest advantage. Yeah, Philly's just playing so bad. I understand that side of it, though. So if you're looking for reason to bet, I get it. Stephen F. Austin, Gardner Weeb, 138.5. So under. All right, this opened at 136. When I wrote these down last night, it's a 136er. 5 and 136. So it's gone up. I don't know. I'd be inclined to follow the over there. Flyers money line. I like the other side of the Flyers. I kind of like Columbus, right? Because I said I kind of like that Columbus game. Citadel versus Presby. I have under 135 in that game, Michael. And Mary's versus Vermont. The Catamounts. That's still 7. That's 7.5. Hasn't really moved there, huh? I kind of like Vermont, but this is a tough spot because they're literally one tip of the country to the other side of the country. I'm not. Let's see. I want to come in and just say, let's take. I'm Vermont. I wanted to say, finally, take Vermont today. That's who we like. But I don't know. Yeah. Again, I want to take Vermont, but this is I didn't bet it. Hello here. I won't be here for a while because of school. When I mean a while, I mean 1 to 2 minutes.
Good. So he's gone already.
Why don't you love your brother?
Oh, I do.
But again, see I got my daughter Again, same age as your brother. Rolling in, asking what's for dinner tonight. What's for dinner, really?
What's for dinner?
We're having buffalo chicken cheesesteaks for dinner tonight.
Hell yeah. So I'll be there. Save a plate for me. I'll be there.
Marquette's home playing Central Michigan. This is a student-only game. It's sold out, 3,500 seats only. Marquette's 17.5. This was 18.5 opener. It's right on my number. So that's it. Small little arena there, huh? Kind of want to take Porzingis over 19.5 points. A revenge game for Styles, who dumped him last year. Yeah. Hey, why not? If you look at some of the bet, Michael, why, comes in, right? I mean, that's one of those writes its own kind of stuff for ESPN. Porzingis says, "How you like me now?" Goes off for 25 and 12 or something. McGuire Center campus, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know Marquette. I know Al McGuire was a Marquette guy. Come on. Please. Before I saw about this, I was going to talk about Carnesecca Hall for St. John's when they play up there on campus with 2,000 people. Kind of want to take under Panthers Falcon games. Yeah, that was a crazy game. It's 42, short week. Is it? Again, I talked at the beginning of the show, like betting a game. For me, I'm a Saturday total guy right out of the gate. And looking at it, it just did not appeal to me. I'm sure one side's going to win bigly, side or total, never in doubter. And you can sit here and be like, I should have took it, blah, blah, blah. And as I always say, the one that wins, you always talk about, I should have had it. You never forget all the losers you skipped out on. Michigan, Nebraska. This is football, right? Michigan, Nebraska? Or are we talking
football? Because Nebraska plays Nebraska Omaha today.
Yeah. I would say Michigan. I bet an over. I mean, Nebraska. Bad, Gregory. So I think Michigan will run it up. Flyers money line going to the game. Going to the Flyers game down in Columbus. That line looks a little fishy to me. Flyers as a dog. First team that's 3-9. I'm liking the other side. Did not bet it, though. Did not bet it. Carolina home puppy. I get it. Nathan says never in doubt. Love the never in doubts. So easy. Likes getting pushed top YouTube search. Literally a popularity contest. Well, I mean, I get like 10 likes on a video, so it's not. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, what do I have? I got right now. It says 28 people are watching, and I have 10 likes on the thing. But again, it could be on. I'm on two different channels. It is what it is. If you want to win, you look for it. You come in and watch it. You want to say hello? Say hello. Again, I could do the show in 10 minutes if I didn't talk to everybody. IUPUI cashed. Yeah, the IUPUI terrible. Hoosiers first half. Indiana, where's this game? Indiana, I can't find you on my paper. I got to go to the screen to look up Big Ten basketball. Why am I on?
Ethman Cookman, 306, 668.
I was like, why can't I find it? Because I'm on Friday college basketball.
You two already? All right, let's do this.
Yeah. All right. So this was a 31 opener with a 141. First half. What are you laying there? 17? I mean, I get it. Falcons and over, Sabres to win at home. Well, for the football for me, it's really a toss-up. I mean, I want to lean Falcons because You have backup quarterback, intercoach. What do you got going on in Carolina? Trade your running back, waive your wide receiver. But when it looks like you just take Atlanta, it's Carolina outright today. Buffalo against Vegas. Man, Vegas is playing good. 12-2, these guys. Holy cow. I'll take a nice dog though with you there. 135, why not? Nebraska under the 149. It's 149. Wow, I got a 152 on this under. Easy pass NFL tonight. Too much value college basketball pass. Really? I mean, I say this whether it's any sport. You look at the lines, you should know right away if you want to bet it. You shouldn't go think about it, like, let me think about it. Go by and things don't pass those games. There's way too many games to go over in all sports on a would insert day of the week to get boggled down on one and you think, who do you like here? If you're hesitant, you're not ready right out of the gate, don't play it. Too much spotlight for TCU. Looked bad for almost 3/4 last week. Spotlight, I mean, they've had the spotlights all season. I'm going to watch this game. Not a prop player, so it makes it easier to pass. Exactly.
By the way, I will say the Fade God is nuking the TCU +7. Just pointing it out there.
Texas by 50.
Yeah.
The
I
Fade
just wanted
God.
to throw that. And you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
He went there, so.
He's terrible. Let's cash Quinnipiac. Now, I'm with you. And the worst thing about that guy, and a lot of people, like you turn on, when you're running the it's, come on. I do a pass, like I'm 4-5 in hockey. I don't like being on $60, so I'm not going to come in here and force hockey. And you got people just come in here. Let's put these, 8-leggers out here, money line. Like, people bet real money. What are you doing? Patterson the fantasy this week. I don't want to hear that. I'm just saying. You know me. Those prop boosts, they just seem to lose. They just seem to lose. I could be wrong. Why do I always seem like they come up there and it's a loser? They got Algier, the other running back for them. The boost, right? I'm just not a Tulsa, Memphis. Yeah, we got it right here in the chat, Michael. Where you been? Lean Memphis. I know Tulsa's QB, I think, is out. So, but I don't like the 6.5. You know me, 6.5. I want to take dogs at 6.5. Break in Vegas. I hope so. I got them. I got a bad number. I got one yesterday, and then some guys are out, and now they're plus money. Catamounts get destroyed. Fade Vermont this year, really? You guys, I mean, now playing in versus St. Mary's is one thing. I get it. Let me get my little college basketball notebook here. Like, I understand going to Mary's, and that's what I said just now, right? You're going to play cross country, Vermont, St. Mary's, long flight. Mary's is always a good team. I mean, come on, they're solid in a WCC, and they usually beat, other mid majors like this. I mean, the line does look a little low. I don't know if fading them in this spot. Yeah, right. They got 4 new starters. This is not a good spot for them. Now in America East, who's their main competition there? Bryant. I mean, you got a bunch of teams with breaking in new starters. But Mary's today, I could see a big Mary's win. Yeah, you know what? I know I said I wanted to take the Catamounts there because I like the dog, but in this spot, no, thank you. No. I'm gonna say Mary's here. Western Eastern. Yeah, I want to say a little Eastern here. What's the number at this game right now? This was a 9. I don't know if I'm getting 9. I will lean Eastern. The Colonels did not bet it. Sacred 21 versus Rutgers. Yeah, I had Sacred Heart. Here's the thing. Sacred Heart beat, right? We had Sacred Heart +2 the other day. Went off at 8. And then on the flip side of that, with Rutgers, I mean, I had Columbia and 23 points came down to 19. It's Rutgers' second game. They beat Columbia. It was 23 went to 19. The rack is a tough place to play. And again, 20 points. They last time they played 2020, it was a 23-point win. So right around the number. That's a no play for me. Nichols, Wyoming over. I know I was kind of high on Wyoming, but I know the one kid is out for them. 153. This was a 148 opener, so it's gone up quite a bit. Yeah, we always try to talk. I mean, listen, I could come in and just run down free picks and then leave after 10 minutes, but come on. That's people kind of want to get your opinion. Just because I like this game, it's a game you might not like, right? But you come in, you look at the record, be like, all right, the guy hits pretty good. Maybe I'll put a little something on it or tail him or whatever, and maybe I'm missing something on a game I like or not like. Breaking, I said all the time. I said we can go over every game and give a side on total and everything, right? We could, but you just can't do that. You have to look at the lines ahead of time, cross out what you like. I mean, college basketball is another 100-something games. You're going to go over 100 games? Good luck. Start that. I hope you started on Wednesday. I mean, I had the games. Some are right off. I tell you, didn't interest me. I moved on. You can't. There's not enough time in a day to do that. Text 5 million if the mush is on it. NC Wake college football, man. This Wake team. I don't know. Maybe an over. I know it's high.
I was about to say the total is 76.
That's a huge number, but
at the same time, didn't they score 95 points or something last year?
It's like you see that kind of number, and
I'll Michael, I will say we have UNC. I'll one up you before this game. Grab UNC to win the ACC at 250 because they are on a crash course right now to go up against Clemson. I think they beat Clemson.
Yeah. I
mean, I like Clemson UNC matchup. What is it going to be? A 3-point spread?
And let me tell you, see, here's the thing with the 3.5, because a 3.5, 7.5, so I want to take faves. This and the Wake quarterback was supposed to be like the trendy guy, like, oh, he's the number 1 pick this year. This NC quarterback, look at his numbers, man. I think he's got like 1 or 7. He's
Luke
crushing
May,
it.
He's been phenomenal. Not Luke May. Luke May was a different UNC guy.
I don't even know who it is. Hold on, I'll pull him up.
It's May. Might be Luke May.
Derek May?
Oh, is it Derek?
Drake May.
Drake May. I was about to say
31 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And he's got 4 more on the ground, another 500 yards rushing. If this kid was
he's good.
If this guy was like a Big 12 guy or an SEC or Big 10, they'd be talking Heisman for him. But he's on North Carolina.
He's in the ACC. There's no Heisman talk for him.
No, it's only for Clemson guys. And yet here they are, 8-1. Again, that over 77 screams to be taken. I like NC because I like the quarterback, but the 3.5 I'm worries me. To the ice we go. Bruins, Vegas, and the Flyers. Right off the bat, Mr. Nika, I said I kind of like Columbus here. That line looks a little fishy to me. Bruins laying $2 plus. That would have to be a puck line. And the way Vegas is playing, what do you say about a team that's 12-2? But I'd lean to Tim Sabres there. The Lumberjacks, Northern Arizona. Arizona State, what do we got here? 136. I was at 138. Hope you like the under. Yes, under. Jose, what do you say here? Flyers solo over 3 goals. Team total Flyers over 3 goals. Again, I sort of like the over there, so I could see that. But the line just looks low to me there. New Orleans NBA first quarter. All right, I'm a Pelican guy. I had them the other day, so I could say that. Colorado money line. What is this number, Colorado? I don't want to look at it.
180.
180, 190. That's not terrible, but I prefer puck line. I don't want to lay that kind of. Vermont over 62 points. We were just talking about that game. I don't know. I mean, I might be coming down Mary's after the show. Appalachian State first half -3. Stephen F. Austin -5. Was that supposed to be first half for Appalachian State 3 and 5? It's got to be because I thought there were 5.
Yeah, it's a 5.5 for them full game.
I was gonna say I saw 4.5 and I saw a 6 at one spot. I thought about taking Appalachia. I just backed off of it. And Stephen F. Austin. Why not? That line. What is that line? That's got to be. Is that line 10? It was a 5 opener. What is that line for Stephen F. Austin right now?
That's probably just -5 full game.
All right. Okay. I don't mind the hoops. Samaria Small Arena, great home court. Yeah. That's always a tough place to play. Pro tip. Here we go, King D. Overwhelming if you let it. Yes. And King, I think I said this last year. If because people always ask, well, how do you do? I'm like, start with just one and kind of branch out. It is tough. I mean, there's 360 college basketball teams. You think I know? You think I know every? I joke in the NBA like I don't know these guys. I can't worry about guys. You got to worry about like how teams perform and stuff like that. Like you're always going to be better in one area than another. I don't care who you are. No catamounts. Exactly. You got to find the edge. That's the hard part. Where's the person who said any 1-800 gambler for bet on Maris? I'll even say, let's be honest. American Maris, that's the game we were rolling out on that day? Come on, King D.
Freaking didn't stay under, though.
Did he have the under? No, he just had straight up.
I had the under.
Oh. NC to win the ACC, yes. How about still grabbing some Tennessee National Championship tickets? I know people are probably like, I'm not taking.
No, you can grab that.
They're getting into the championship game. Or not the championship game. They'll be
Ohio State or Michigan will lose. TCU, I think, loses this week. LSU is not going to lose to Arkansas this week.
They will be in it.
There'll be some chaos. Tennessee, as long as they win out, which they have a very easy schedule, should still win it, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I can't wait to fade Alabama in that bowl game. Boy, wait, whatever that line is, take whoever they're playing, get that 14, 16 points because it's going to drop to 10 when 60 guys sit out for the NFL draft in that game. I remember they played Utah, and this is going back when Urban Meyer was at Utah. And I was like, man, it had to be like early 2000, whatever it was. I'm like, who the heck is going to be betting Utah in this game? Like, who's Utah playing Alabama? And Utah came out and just crushed them. And where is, who knows what happens this weekend? Win, lose. They're still going to be in, I don't think they're going to be in like, the guess, was that Bad Boy Mowers? I love the Bad Boy Mowers, bowl or whatever. I mean, they're not getting in. Are they in the New Year's Six bowl? I don't think they're making, no, right?
Alabama?
What would they be in if they don't make the
They've got to be in the New Year's Six bowl.
They'll be in a New Year's Day bowl, probably.
They have to be. Even with 3 losses, they'll be in a New York Six bowl.
Good afternoon. Would you side with who? North Dakota State. Here we go, North Dakota State. Where is North Dakota State versus Kansas at 20? That's come down, right, Sylvester? It's 23. It was open or 23. That's a no play for me, honestly. And I got, what do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 games. That's not one of them. Michael, have a good one. No, come on, man. You coming in here trying to lecture me, fam? What are you doing? Listen. When people throw out like a crazy game off the board like that. I'm going to tease a little bit. Like that's the game, But it won. What are you going to do? I can't. Game wins. Arkansas does beat LSU. I don't care about a letdown spot. Post fam. How is that line 3? It's 3. The line is 3. Arkansas just lost to Liberty. They paid Liberty $750,000 to come and be a double-digit dog to lose outright to them, and now they're a 3-point dog to LSU, who's rolling right now. I don't know. Stinky fish game. Might tail Quinny. We like Quinnipiac. I bet him. You know King D. Lock it in with the King, baby. It's kind of like I don't know. What would here comes the I get it. It is a rivalry game. But come on. A rivalry game doesn't mean it's going to be close. What does that mean? It's a rivalry game. What's
Vegas is going to make some money on that one because everybody's going to love LSU.
Alabama
LSU only a 3. Arkansas is trash.
Alabama Auburn end of the year rivalry game. Auburn. What's that line? 6. I mean, are you going to? I mean, like, come on. Just because the line is built for a reason. Let's be honest. People think it's like, oh, they want to get both sides. No, they don't want to get both sides. I mean, that's nice thinking, right? For somebody who just wants to make money. Well, if Tim bets LSU and Sean bets Arkansas, I'm going to make $10 either way. I get it. That's small thinking. That's not how it works. Appalachian State outright. Everybody likes Appalachian State today. It was a 4.5. Now it's on its way up. I remember you coming in saying you're going to. Sorry, listen. I say this all the time. I'm not the best person on this. I'm doing it a long time. I have my ups and downs. And if you're not expecting ups and downs, I say, dude, don't bet. Don't even get involved. Don, how are you today? Wright State at plus 4.5. Did you get the win there? 4.5? I think 2-0. No, they lost to 5 because I had a 3.5. Was that a double O-tier? I mean, terrible. And like I said, man, I'm off to a little slow start in college basketball this year. I'm just going to kind of stick to the guns, get right, grind it out. That's all we can do. It's all we can do. It's not going to be close once you overthink. I'm not overthinking anything. I see a line. Come on. I'm not overthinking. I mean, that line, should it be higher? Probably a little bit higher. One, I'd be coming to Arkansas if they were 3, 6, 10, a pick 'em. I'm taking Arkansas. It's what you saw. It's what people see. I'm sure we'll be back. You got to come back Sunday. We got to see. One of us is going to be right. Somebody's going to be totally right and somebody's going to be totally wrong because it's either going to be a dogfight where Arkansas pulls it out or loses by 1 or LSU beats them by 10. So it's going to be. I mean, I don't think Arkansas is winning by double digits. Don, have a good one. Appreciate you coming in. Thanks for the kind words. All right, so Townsend, Southern Illinois, Riverside under tonight in college hoops. Patterson, DJ Moore, anytime touchdowns. Again, if you're looking for a side, I guess I'd say like Panthers money line. I'm not betting this game. College, we're leaning Memphis. NBA, nothing. And hockey, I guess I would lean, like I said, to Columbus, but not playing it. We'll be adding Marys, who has a play after our discussion today. Someone bet $14K on Purdue for $148. What is that? Who the heck does that?
That's called goals one day.
Why?
I saw one time. It was the first game of the football. Somebody went and put $1,000 down on USC money line versus Rice. Went to the game, paid for his beer.
I don't get it. I mean, listen, people do it all the time because it's no different than people throw a bunch of games like this in a 10-team parlay and try to make a little money. I mean, I don't know. Again, that's not what I do. I just can't do it anyway. All right, listen. NFL lines did come out yesterday. I didn't talk about them. Maybe we'll talk about them tomorrow for next week. I know everybody's worried about this weekend, but if you're not, I say this all the time. Write down the lines. They're out on Wednesday. Write them down. Because Sunday night when I come in here and they've moved from 2 in the afternoon as the games play till 9, 10 o'clock at night, and then on game day it's something totally different, it pays off. Save a little bit. Bet a little bit ahead of time. Doesn't hurt you. You know, baby. You know how it is, King D. Columbus goalie averaging 5 goals per game. I know. It's in their favor, though, Jose. That's the thing. Like, to me, that does not look right. And look, I wake up every morning, I see my face. It doesn't look right. So I'm all about things that aren't right in the world. You know, that does not look. How are they favored? They've lost 7 to 10. They're terrible. They've been bad out of the gate. They're not looking good at all. And Philly's, you know, I'm trying to think. Last time Philly was good, was Lindros with them? I mean, I don't even know when's the last time the Flyers were a good hockey team.
They had a good team in 2020. If it wasn't for the pandemic, they probably could have really done some damage.
King D, have a good one. Flyers over the team total. I'm not going to say no to that because I think it's going to be an over game anyway. But I'm on the over because I think Columbus is going to score 4 or 5, right? So if they score 4, you're getting the over. Should be like a 5-4 kind of game, 4-3 kind of game, 6-4. Either way, get that over. Get that over. Again, I did not bet this game, though, Jose. So listen, you're all in on Flyers. I understand, but people ask my opinion. That's all it is. I'm not ready to bet it. I did not bet it. I don't want to switch your. You're ready to go for it. I don't ever want to switch somebody's mind unless I said, hey, I bet this game, and that's that. If I don't have it bet, I tell you. That's my opinion of why I did or didn't bet it. Like or not like, whatever. All right. Again, see everybody tomorrow. Have a good Thursday. Bye-bye.